All right. So by a show of fingers, who is very likely to vote in the Michigan Democratic primary on August 4th? Who in this group is very likely to vote in that primary? All 6 of you. But listen carefully to this next question. It's a little bit involved. So imagine 2 candidates are running in a Democratic primary in your state. It could be for Senate, House of Representatives, governor even. What's more important to you when it comes to voting in a Democratic primary? Picking the candidate that takes the fight to Trump, or picking the one who has the best shot at beating the Republican opponent in November? Everybody understand the question? Okay. So by a show of fingers, who says that it's a candidate that will take the fight to Trump is the more important of those considerations? None of you. How many of you say it's the candidate who has the best shot of beating the Republican opponent? All 6. Okay. So in Michigan, your current senator, Gary Peters, is retiring. The Democratic U.S. Senate primary to replace him is between, or among, I should say, Abdul El-Sayed, Mallory McMorrow, and Haley Stevens. I'd like to know whether, if the election were held tomorrow, whether you'd vote for El-Sayed, McMorrow, or Stevens, or you remain truly undecided at this point. So by a show of fingers, who would vote for El-Sayed in the Democratic primary? Any of you? Tiffany would.
And it's kind of iffy.
Well, hold on. So I imagine it's literally tomorrow. Tiffany, you would vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who says McMorrow? Lucy, you'd vote for her. Who says Stevens? Paul and Cindy. And who's truly undecided? Todd and Bill. Okay. Great. So let's focus on the El-Sayed voter. Tiffany, why would you vote for him?
Honestly, at this point, I would say this is a very just before I would say right now, I guess it's probably like more name recognition. I've seen his name more around, so it's a very uneducated right now.
Okay. So earlier you told me your top issue in the news was Iran, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much does concern about that issue factor into your preference for El-Sayed, if at all?
I am not sure. I'm not really, I'm not sure how he stands in it right now. So I guess depending on that would sway how I felt about it.
All right. And what gives you confidence that El-Sayed could beat Mike Rogers, the likely Republican opponent, in November?
I have not heard of Mike Rogers, so I don't know how much backing or support he has. So
okay. Great. Let's pivot to McMorrow. So that's you, Lucy. Hang on a second. I got questions for you.
Okay, that's right.
First, why would you vote for her?
I have seen her in a couple of interviews, well, the shorter clips, and I like what she says. She's young. She appears to care about the working class and the lower classes. She doesn't appear to be an elite person owned by the rich.
Okay. So is Iran your top issue right now too? You said it
No,
was
I said climate change.
climate change. Okay. So how much does your concern about climate change factor into your preference for McMorrow,
Um,
if at all?
to a small degree.
Okay. And what gives you the confidence that McMorrow could beat Mike Rogers?
Because I think anybody could beat Mike Rogers right now.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Given his history in the state house, the Michigan State House,
Okay, meaning what?
um, because of he's voted down issues that are I'm pretty sure he's for Trump, but I know he's voted down on certain issues that would, and I cannot remember the exact ones, but ones that do affect the working class.
Okay, got it. Um, Paul and Cindy, you said you would likely vote for Stevens. Okay,
Let me go first.
I'm sorry.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, hang on one second. So just want to clarify. So both of you said that Iran is your top issue. Is that right? Okay. So how much does your concern, Cindy, about Iran factor into your preference for Stevens, if at all?
She's the one with the experience dealing right now in Congress. She's been there. She's got, she's to me the one that has been involved in these issues and has, she's, I don't know the word I'm looking for. She's educated on it. She's dealt with it. She's dealt with the people already. She's, I'm saying she's already there.
Okay. How about you, Paul? How's your concern about Iran?
So I concur with Cindy that Stevens has the knowledge and background based on a current position. But at the same respect, I think that any of the Democrats, no matter which one it was, if they win, that they would be against the war. So it factors in, but it's not a major driving force for me, because I think any of the Democrats would not support the war.
Okay, got it. Paul, what gives you confidence that Stevens could beat Mike Rogers?
Because the polls that I've been watching, she came out early, and it seems like, at least in the polls, she's got the best chance of beating him. And again, that is one of my primary factors in who I'm going to vote for. It's someone that can actually win.
Got it. And Cindy, what gives you the confidence that Stevens could beat Mike Rogers?
Like I said in the first one, her experience, and I think Mike Rogers right now in general is not making a very good impression of himself with what he's standing for, and it's changing against Trump, and he's a Trump backer, and I think people are losing faith in him now because of what he's standing for. And from my mouth to God's ears, I hope he doesn't win. But yeah, basically.
Okay. The two of you who are undecided, that's Todd and Bill. Are you truly divided, or are you leaning slightly towards one versus the other two? Todd?
I mean, Haley Stevens has the biggest name recognition for me personally. But I would like to know more about the other two candidates before I commit to anybody on a variety of issues. But I agree. I think, I think Cindy mentioned, I think, a lot of the Democrats are looking to kind of flip the script on the Republicans, and they're leaning towards Trump.
Okay. So you make up your mind by having more information. Is there anything else you're looking for?
No, I want to see where they stand on a lot of different, categories.
Okay. And Bill, how about you? How will you? Well, first of all, are you leaning toward one versus the other two?
Well, like what Todd said, Haley Stevens surely does have a lot of name recognition in the state, and for me, I tend to research something like when I get my ballot. Right now, obviously, I am going to go vote. Um, am I leaning more towards Haley? Yeah, for sure, because I do know her, I do recognize her. But like Todd, I would also like to know what the other two have under their hood, what they would like to do if they would win.
Okay.
Not to steal your answer, Todd.
That's all right. Let me ask all six of you about another race. By a show of fingers, who could see yourself voting for Mike Dugan, the independent candidate for governor, in November? Is it Dugan or Duggan? I apologize.
Duggan.
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 I knew I had it wrong. Sorry. Who could see yourself voting for Duggan as an independent? One of you could. And I'm also wondering, I know the primary is 4 months away, so it's still a little bit early. But are there any interest groups you're seeing or hearing about regularly in these campaigns, particularly the Senate campaign, outside of the candidates themselves? You guys seeing any ads on TV? Are you getting any physical mail sent to you? Getting texted by anybody? Seeing social media ads for any of these candidates from outside of the campaigns? Nothing. No one's receiving
Yeah.
anything.
Nothing yet, but I'm sure it'll
It'll come.
ratchet up real fast.
All
I've
right.
I've only been getting stuff against John James. And I
Okay.
know it's the House, not the Senate, so,
Okay. But you are
Yeah.
getting that already.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't recall having received anything in the mail, but I don't watch any local TV outside of football season, so
Okay. Got it. All right.